You know, I could see why my mother gets so frustrated. You know, Omar wants to go to the bathroom in the house. If he does the dance, you know he has to go, and he refuses to go. I had him up there for fucking an hour. And yeah, it gets overwhelming for me, because if circumstances were different for me, I wouldn't have to only be, I could go and walk him. But unfortunately, in fucking circumstances, I only feel comfortable walking him on certain days and at certain times around here. But my mother lacks any patience, especially when she's in the middle of a breakdown. But even when she's not, she thinks that he should just go to the bathroom in the yard in a few minutes, and if he doesn't, she gets mad. I gave him a fucking hour. I have a right to be mad. This is the second time I had him out today. All I want to do is go to the library, but I'm not going to do it. Because it's one thing if I leave and then he has to go on the floor. It's another thing if I take him out for this long and he doesn't fucking go because he wants to go in here. You know? If he does the dance, you know he has to go. He just gets used to going in the house and wants to go in the house. And really, I should just say fuck it and take off. What does it matter anymore? You know? My life has turned into total fucking unbelievably stressful, just kill me now chaos again. Who cares if he's going to be if I'm leaving every day and he's going to go to the bathroom on the floor? What's extra? It's the principle of the thing. If I take him out for that long, he should go to the fucking bathroom, especially if I took him out twice. The first time was probably at least a half hour, if not longer, this morning, and early this morning, and now I did it for a fucking hour. And he didn't go. So frustrating. Everything nowadays so frustrates me. Hanging by a goddamn fucking thread. And if anyone can question why, you know. A dog woman, yeah, she cares about animals, but I don't know how much empathy she has for people. If she can't understand, if she's taking me over to the vets and I'm upset about my mother, well, why are you upset? You know your mother has suffered a serious illness for a long time, so what? She's still my fucking mother. People try to, they know, well, there's nothing I can do about it, is what she said. No kidding, am I asking you to do anything about it? I'm not asking you for anything or anyone on this planet for anything but to acknowledge that I have every right to feel the way I do. People get uncomfortable with passion or feelings or whatnot, so they try to negate them. Well, what are you upset for? What do you mean, what am I upset for? How can I not be upset? Oh, but then again, she's along those lines, so she just thinks my mother's in there getting better and whatnot. Yeah. I don't think so, and I'm not alone in my sentiments. Somebody whose opinion I value way, way, way more than yours, my Joe, that I've known for like 20 years now, completely understands where I'm coming from. Oh, it drives me nuts. But again, back to my mother. Especially, even when she's well, she barely, but when she's sick, she has no patience with either dog. So her dog is I'm in bed, because remember, she's keeping me up, drinking coffee because she needs it. It makes my throat feel better. Yeah, you're forcing yourself to stay awake, and then you can't even do something like plug into your cell phone or run your coffee maker that you use every day, and then you want me to do it, and you yell. I want to go to bed because we've decided, and it's fine, you know, my mom's sick and whatnot, I'm going to be getting up with Omar at 5. Remember, I haven't been getting any sleep because of her. She didn't let me go to bed. I had given up on getting her to go to bed, but she calls her friends. She tells me what to do. She tells me when to go to bed, and they believe her and want to just like, they think, you know, they don't understand what I'm going through and just think I'm like some kind of monster. It's not true. I'm dealing with a completely irrational person whose friends believe every word that comes out of her goddamn fucking mouth. You know? My cousin recognized it. You're forcing yourself to stay awake. You've gotten less than 4 hours sleep now for a few days. You're going to drink coffee. I let her do it. I can't stop her. I can't stop her from doing anything. I'll put I got West Side Story for her from the library. I'll put West Side Story in for you. You stay up and watch it. She kept pausing it. She kept calling out to me, and all I wanted to do was go to bed. Then I yell, I need to go to bed. I have just, when you don't sleep, I don't sleep. The last few days I've only gotten less than 4 hours sleep. I need to go to bed. I'll be up at 5 with Omar. It's get like 11. I want to go to bed. She wouldn't let me. It wound up being another night of, you know. But the scary thing, the same thing that happened to me last February, is her friends believe her. She'll call up and complain about me, and they believe her, and they're not living here. They don't know what she's doing. Mom, you can't force yourself to stay awake with coffee when your body's exhausted and it's shutting down and not even letting you know how to do things like run your coffee maker. Asking me to do it. I don't know how to I don't drink coffee, and I have no idea her newfangled coffee maker how it works. And the fact is, she doesn't need to have coffee. Why am I going to help her do it? She wound up doing it herself. You know, but she's saying she can't do it. Her body's shutting down. She's drinking fucking coffee and forcing herself to stay awake. But if I say that to her, I'm telling her what to do. If I advise against her associating with friends that I know are not a good influence on her and upset her, I'm telling her what to do. And then her fucking ignorant friends out in the real world believe every word that comes out of her mouth. Okay? I get it coming and going. She's bitching about Angel. Why does she keep scratching me? I'm trying to watch West Side Story, blah, 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 blah. Keeps bitching about her dog. I'm like, well, Mom, if you're going to feel that way, maybe you shouldn't have a dog. And then she goes and tells her friends, she told me to get rid of my dog. You know? I'm not saying for 1 second, even though that one that drove me to visit her that time was trying to say to me, your mom shouldn't have been sectioned. She should have just been monitored, and you could have watched her. Yeah, whatever. Even if she should have been sectioned, I never imagined this. Never imagined this, because why would I? You know? She had been approved to go down to 500 from 1,000. Her psychiatrist in the outside world who knows her, she's been seeing for years, and these assholes who just met her can negate her. Completely negate her like she never existed before she became their guinea pig. You know? It's not rational for a stupid social worker to say, well, yeah. I'm like, are you aware oh yeah, but look what happened. Her psychiatrist reduced her typical, and look what happened. She got a seizure. Go fuck yourself up the ass. Nobody knows why she got the seizure. She may have gotten it because you guys did something that you're covering up. You know? Makes me ill. You don't know why she got the seizure, but you're going to assume it's because for 4 days her Depakote was reduced? But of course, I'm sure the neurosurgeon, you know, who treated her, probably didn't even know how long. To him, it's like the same thing. He doesn't know her worth the atom. Oh, she had a seizure. We don't know why. She reduced her Depakote, so that's got to be it. We'll increase it. Fuck you all. Fuck you all, I say, to every last arrogant fuck out there. Scientific research in the traditional camp. You should proceed slowly when increasing antipsychotic medication in the elderly, especially in the elderly who have showed sense of pre-dementia, as my mother's most certainly has done. Okay? You should proceed slowly. And they issue their strongest black box warning label on atypical antipsychotics, the newer ones. And apparently they used to think the older ones didn't do anything. But now they found out better that even the old ones are getting the black box warning label, but the newer ones, like Depakote, are getting the strongest black box label warning. Oh, but I'm just supposed to believe that they're helping my mother and everything's going to be fine, instead of believing what I 100% believe, and so does Joe, and so does my cousin, that they are going to turn her into a cabbage or kill her with all this over-medicating they're doing. And I've reached out to help to all the ones who's supposed to care for her in the outside world. I've left messages or whatnot. They don't care because they just pretend to care. See? They just pretend to care. They pretend. In the end, they really don't care. They don't care. I'm not surprised, but you know, they don't care. My cousin left messages too. They don't care. To them, she's in their hands now, and their doctors, and that's it. And, you know, even her psychiatrist apparently doesn't care. What a fucking joke this entire planet is to me. A fucking joke. The only reason I'm creating this video and not already at the library is because of him. Can't even go to the fucking bathroom. When I know he does the dance. If he does the dance, he has to go. He's just refusing to go. And again, it's on principle alone. I know I'll come back tonight and there'll be poop on the floor. But it's one thing if he goes on the floor when nobody's here. It's another thing when he wants to go on the floor and he doesn't go outside. You know, when I have him out for a fucking hour. Because believe me, if I could walk, he would go. I can guarantee you, if I could just take a walk right now with him, he would probably go fast. But I can't. I suffered trauma at the hands of Donald. I have personality disorder, or maybe more than one. And I have severe anger issues. And that, my friends and foes, is why I can't work. Fucking welfare office in LA determined I couldn't work. I met with the welfare shrink, as you know, on more than one occasion. And the welfare shrink saw the same things that Social Security when they had you meet, but they don't just go by what the shrink says. They don't just go by that. They go by everything. All my shelter caseworkers, by the fact that I'm in a shelter to begin with, you know, he only met me for a short amount of time, so, you know, half hour, 40 minutes, you can't tell anything in that short amount of time, really. You can tell enough, but I mean, they went by so many different things. I saw different, you know, therapists before, you know, and it all was included in my thing. And they didn't determine I became disabled recently. They determined I became disabled in 2009. Because disabled, when you get social, it's because I worked my whole life. That's why I can get $1,000 a month, because I worked my whole life. It goes by how much you worked. I told you Donald was getting less. He didn't work as much. Plus he fucked him over and worked when he was getting that too. And that they don't send you to jail, but they penalize you by reducing your future payments, you know. I hate you, Donald. I hate everything. I just want to fucking die.